Greetings. Today we highlight how Samdarbi balances employer responsibility and employee rights in grievance and disciplinary handling with a focus on fairness, transparency, and ethical practices. Employers are responsible for ensuring a safe and fair workplace while providing channels for employees to voice concerns. At the same time, employees have the right to expect fairness and transparency, which build trust. The challenge lies in balancing strict policy enforcement with compassionate treatment. Samdarbi addresses this by implementing consistent, ethical decision-making processes that avoid favoritism or alienation. Why is this important? Ethical grievance handling not only measures compliance but also fosters morale, trust, and harmony in the workplace, essential for long-term organizational success.
I will explain on our methodology. The study examines the ethical work practices of Samdarbi employees using a qualitative research design, including interviews and document analysis. Qualitative research in this matter is the collection of information and experience regarding an individual's behavior or perception towards their experiences. This study seeks to improve the fairness, openness, and efficacy of grievance procedures at Samdarbi, which will lead to a more satisfied and engaged workforce. There are two main methods that were heavily used, which is documentation and interviews. Documentation is an online document that includes any kinds of information related to Samdarbi company and any issue related to the employer responsibilities and employees' rights as references and guidelines for the findings. Sources included Samdarbi's official PDFs, journal articles, scholarly works, and other online resources. Ethical considerations have included ensuring the accuracy of data through correct citation and maintaining confidentiality. Next is interview. An exclusive interview with Ms. Hui Ailing, a representative employee of Samdarbi, was conducted at the employee's convenience through a virtual meeting session via Google Meet. The interview focused on employee experiences and opinions regarding grievance handling and disciplinary actions. The interview session has professionally done without any sensitive issues addressed and were recorded with the permission of the interviewee.
Assalamualaikum, I'm Nur Jawahir and I'll be presenting the analysis part of the assignment. At Samdarbi, handling employee grievance and disciplinary actions effectively is essential for fostering a positive and harmonious workplace. Addressing concern helps build trust, improve morale and boost productivity. Disciplinary actions, on the other hand, ensure organizational order and uphold company values. Common grievance include supplier non-compliance, employee misconduct like bullying or harassment, and ethical violations such as bribery or conflict of interest. These issues are handled with fairness and consistency to avoid bias, protect morale, and mitigate legal risks. Training for managers and involvement of HR ensure adherence to company policies and legal standards, ensuring a balanced and transparent process.
And the fourth is the role of grievances and disciplinary action. Disciplinary action are important in ensuring order and a reflection of organizational value. Besides observing company policies and the relevant legal standard at the Samdarbi, these punctive actions are corrective measures put in place to guide employees in their behavior and adherence to the protocols of the company. Effective disciplinary action creates an accountable and inclusive environment where the culture of doing things right and Islamic conduct of work are promoted. Samdarbi has also represented disciplinary action to be fair and consistent, paralleling Islamic work practice in the field. A process supported by clear communication, extensive investigation, and compliance with the law and organizational process is a tactical for disciplinary framework at the organization. Staff are given equal opportunity to put their points across the board, thereby offering room for transparency and minimizing process of bias. And there's also a challenge of seeing them be the grievance and the disciplinary. A number of other challenges face the Samdarbi, which always seems to prevent their process from coming out more effective and palatable. Feeling by employees that grievances and the disciplinary process are biased because the decision-making process might not be transparent, accompanied by frenzy and inconsistent police enforcement or no communication of the justification for a decision. This will bring no confidence in a system for the employee, resulting in dissatisfaction and eventually low morale among a lot. Then even though mechanism for feeling grievances exists, some employees may not know their right or where to express their complaints. Employees who work far from the main office or those in a low-level roles where communication may be inadequate are particularly likely to experience this issue. The grievance resolution system is less successful when it's not widely accessible, and some employees may not feel that their issues are taken seriously.
Next, we move on to the discussion part. The first one is transparency. Sunderby disciplinary approach emphasizes HR perspective with limited follow-up on employees' responses. While employees are given 1 week to provide their explanation, discussions are often made without further clarification. Unlike other organizations, automatic steps like warning or memos are not a standard practice. Next one is procedure. At Sunderby, disciplinary issues such as lateness are first addressed by managers who directly engage with employees to understand the roots of cases. Minor issues can often be resolved through the peer guidance, while significant concerns are escalated to HR. HR ensure that all actions are lawful and ethical, following a standard process to maintain compliance and avoid bias. Next one is fairness. At Sunderby, disciplinary action prioritize fairness, especially in the complex cases. Employees receive formal notice and can be provided feedback or appeals. Field managers make the final decisions. While fairness may sometimes be questioned, managers advocate for their team to ensure equitable treatments. Disciplinary actions are carefully analyzed to align with company policies and ethical standards.
Hi everyone, now I'm going to continue about discussion part, which is lack of employee feedback. Most of the company lacks a system for employee feedback on grievance. Disciplinary actions are final with no input from employees, limiting transparency. Implementing an anonymous feedback system could improve process and allow employees to share their views. And the next one is protection in disciplinary cases. Sunderby allows employees to explain their side before action are taken, showing fairness. But favoritism and office politics can still influence outcomes. Strengthening policies to protect employees and ensure managers act ethically can help reduce bias. And the last one is challenge with grievance. Senior employees often resist disciplinary action due to office politics within the process. A more transparent procedure for all levels and better HR communication can reduce resistance and build confidence. That's it for me. Thank you.
On this case study, there are a few recommendations that we would like to propose to Sunderby that can be incorporated in their company to address any challenges to handle grievances and disciplinary actions, particularly at work. So, based on the interview conducted with the representative of Sunderby, it is found that the company has not practiced a regular proper feedback system to gauge employee satisfaction regarding the grievance and disciplinary mechanisms. So therefore, we recommend that this company come up with a more innovative design of the feedback system that can provide clearer, authentic data to identify and collect feedback of anonymous employees regarding this. And in the name of innovation, Sunderby can use AI-driven chatbots to provide real-time feedback, and their employees can use these chatbots to file grievances or ask any questions about disciplinary policies in real time. Besides, the key to foster good ethical conduct of both employers and employees is to instill a sense of accountability of ethical conduct. So, Sunderby's reputation as a company is primarily represented by their employees. Hence, all employees must be taught a sense of accountability of their actions. And to enforce better ethical practice in the company and as a form of encouragement, the company can integrate ethical accountability as part of employees' performance evaluation. that has a specified reward system.
My name is Nurhana binti Azhar Khan and my matrix number is 165242, and today I will be presenting the recommendation part of this case study. So the third recommendation that can be given is to provide training for ethical and cultural sensitivity. So basically training should be designed to educate both parties, management and also the employees, on cultural sensitivity, ethical behavior and also conflict resolution. Providing training is very crucial, and it helps to prepare employees for any ethical dilemmas that they may face or encounter. To make it more interesting, these training programs can be developed in the form of engaging mobile apps. Gamified training apps that simulate grievance scenarios will educate employees on ethical behavior in a more interactive way. The fourth recommendation that can be given is to provide anonymous mediation for grievance resolution. So basically, studies show that employees often feel more comfortable when they get to resolve any disputes informally through colleagues rather than through formal hierarchical processes. Therefore, in resolving grievance, it is better to have a medium that consists of trained employees that can volunteer to mediate grievance anonymously. These trained anonymous mediators can manage employee grievance anonymously to reduce tensions of employees, which indirectly help employees to collaborate on practical solutions that are reasonable for them without the element of biasness.
The study emphasizes the importance of ethical work practices in handling grievances and disciplinary actions at Sime Darby, aligning with its commitment to fairness as outlined in Chapter 6. Key challenges include perceived bias, weak feedback systems, and unclear communication. Proposed solutions involve innovative feedback tools, fostering accountability, comprehensive training, and anonymous mediations. Addressing these gaps will strengthen fairness, efficiency, and trust, creating a more equitable workplace that reflects Sime Darby's core values. Thank you.